Hello, Debbie here. Welcome back to Barossa Crafts. Today we're going to play with a product called Tacky When Dry Gel Medium. So I'm going to be doing a few tutorials more on products that can be used and how to use them rather than making cards. But what we are making, you can use to make your cards. So let's show you what this one is and how it is used. So here's a couple of cards or samples that I've done. So we're using it with we're putting the gel on there, and when it's dry it goes tacky, and then over the top we're going to be putting foil. So this is like the foiling you use with your hot foil machines, and this one is the same thing but just done in gold. So it's a holographic gold. I'm hoping you can see all that. But it's lots of fun, and yeah, I'll show you how I did these ones. So you need a piece of card and then a stencil. So I've got this stencil here, so we're just going to pop that over there. And I'm using a Couture Creations board here because it's magnetic and it helps hold everything in place, which is very handy. I'm just going to slide that up a bit. I think that's got it all. Okay, so using a palette knife, we're just going to spread the gel all over that card. So it's a bit hard to see. I mean, if you're putting it on a black card, it's a bit easier to see where you've been, but putting it on a white, you got the white on white makes it a bit harder, but you get there. So we're just going to spread that all over the stencil to cover the card underneath. Just smooth it all out. Put the excess back into the jar. And then I'll just clean off my palette knife because I don't want the stuff to stick on there and dry onto it. Then we're going to lift off the stencil. There we go, it's got it. And that's left the Tacky When Dry Medium on there. Hopefully you can see that. But now we're just going to put that aside, and you need to let it dry. So you know it's dry because it goes clear when it's dry. Then I've got one here that I did a little bit earlier, so we'll just get this one out of the way. So here's one I did earlier, and that's already dry. And I've got some foil here that we're going to put on it. So when you're doing the foil, make sure you've got the pretty side up, because this is the side that you need to stick onto it. So we're just going to lay that on there, and then just press your foil onto the gel. So if you've got a bone folder, you can use that to help get it on. Give it a really good rub. It doesn't matter if you miss any because we can go back over it, as you'll see in a minute. Okay, so now we'll peel that off, and you can see where it's stuck. Now if you have a close look, you'll see little bits and pieces where I've missed. So now we're just going to put our foil back on and press wherever you've missed it, and it will pick it up again wherever you've missed. Yeah, there's a couple of spots there, and you just keep going over it until you've got all your gel covered. So it's very easy to do, and it's very effective. And you can use any sort of stencil. And there's a huge variety in the foils of colours. I use the Couture Creations brand. So just find a stockist near you for the foils. I think you can get them in Australia. You can also get them in Spotlight as well, I think. So you just keep going over it until you've covered all your little spots. I won't keep going because it'll take a while. But yeah, it's a beautiful effect and it makes great backgrounds for cards. So you must remember to leave it, even if you leave it overnight, it doesn't matter, it will still work the next day. So that's using Tacky When Dry gel medium and just the foiling papers. I have a couple of Facebook groups, Cardmaking for Beginners and Beyond and Barossa Valley Crafts. If you'd like to join us, you're more than welcome, and show us your take on some of the creations that you've seen here, but you don't have to. It can be anything you like, and we're not limited to brands. Thank you for joining me. Catch you soon. Bye.